Hi and welcome to my channel, and I just want to quickly say thank you to all the subscribers, both the OGs and the new ones. I appreciate everyone who gives me that support to try and help my channel to grow. It means a lot to me and I really appreciate it. Just wanted to give a little shout out to you guys. But yeah, I'm up to the rising sign readings, and we're up to the rising sign of Aquarius. And if you haven't seen the ones from last month, I did decide to change it up a little bit, where I'm not talking about the basic astrology going on in the skies for the month ahead at the start of the reading. I'm going to actually do it in a separate video so that all the signs can just jump into the one video. If anyone chooses to watch that. So I'm just going to focus on doing the reading for this video, for each rising sign on the main part of my channel, and on the community tab I'll be posting the video once it's done about the month ahead astrology. I won't be going really into the aspects unless something shows up, but because it's the complete month that I'm trying to cover, what I'm doing is, as I was talking about at the start with previous readings, I'll be covering any basic new moons and full moons, any retrograde activity and any eclipse activity. And that's what I'll be talking about. And I won't be doing it here. I'll be doing it on my desktop and showing the charts and everything. So it's not going to be a hugely long video like these readings are, or the previous other astrology videos I've put on the community tab, but it'll be about 10-15 minutes or something, just the same around about time pretty much. I think it used to be about 8 to 10 minutes when I jump into the astrology and then the card reading. So yeah, so I'm going to put that on the community tab for those who want to check that out. And if you're interested in taking a look at weekly astrology, there's another channel that does that. I'm not affiliated in any way with them, but I always put their link in the description box, and so you can find the link to their channel there, and they do weekly astrology with the aspects, sign changes and all this sort of thing, and they explain what that means and how you can work with it. So it's worth taking a look at that. And also you might want to take a look at my pinned comment as well. A little bit of information there as well you might find interesting to help you out and sort of amalgamate the different bits and pieces for you with your actual reading and the astrology as well. So yeah, I invite you to take a look at the pinned comment as well. Okay, so apart from that, I think that's it. So we'll jump into your reading, because one of these decks, you pretty much got almost like half the deck of one of the decks I'm using. So let's just jump straight into your reading and see what's come through for you guys, Aquarius risers. 11th house, well, that's the Aquarian house for you guys, not in Aquarius obviously because you're Aquarius rising, but it's in Sag, I think. Yeah, Sag. So your Aquarius house themes covered by the sign of Sag. So easygoing expansiveness within communities and groups. Oh, Lilith. Ooh, she's a powerful asteroid. Ooh, she doesn't take any prisoners. She's not going to be told what to do. Ooh, that's a powerful Mars. Oh. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. I've got a bit of a thought, but I want to see what else comes through in case I'm not on the right. Yeah, Taurus. So where's your Taurus? Your Taurus is 4th house, so that's home and family. The Cancerian vibes of home and family, or those who feel like family. 1st house, well, that's your rising sign, Aquarius risers. Pallas Athena. Ooh, another asteroid. Warrior goddess, weighing up the pros and cons. Okay. Okay. Huh. I mean, you might want to look at where your Lilith placement is, I think, also. But yeah, Lilith is quite powerful. She's very, how do I put this? I don't know if it's going down this road, but she's kind of open with her sexuality. But it could be about creativity. But it's with Mars next to it, because Mars is also the co-ruler of Scorpio, which hasn't yet come through. But Mars is about taking action, and she stands up for herself and won't, because there's the other side of it. She'll stand up for herself. Like I said, she won't take prisoners. She stands up for herself and won't be coerced. She won't allow herself to be coerced into someone else's paradigm, I guess I want to say. What else is coming through? Woohoo! Juno. Oh, dang. Okay. Juno's about relationships. Is there enough give and take in the relationship? If not, do you actually want to be in it? You know, you don't have to be in a relationship to feel whole and be accepted in society or whatever it is. Maybe this is what's coming through about the idea of standing strong and standing firm, and maybe making the choice for a bit, at least, to focus on self. What makes you happy? Stand up for yourself. Weigh up the pros and cons. Do you want to be in a relationship at all? Are you getting what you're giving in relationships? And that doesn't necessarily just mean romantic relationships. We don't have the 7th house here as yet, or Libra. And, you know, I mean, that the 7th house and Libra do actually cover all relationships, not just romantic. But what I'm saying here is it doesn't have to be about romantic relationship. But if you've had some trouble with romantic relationships, you know, if it's been a bit difficult, you haven't had the best run, so to speak, with it, it might be giving you that chance for giving yourself some self-worth and looking after yourself, taking time for yourself, being a bit selfish with your time and not sort of constantly jumping into relationship after relationship, giving to other people and not getting the same reciprocated back. Because, see, these are right next to each other. That's what's making me wonder. And like I said, it can be all relationships, whether it's familial, friendships, business partnerships. Did we get Taurus? Yes, we did. Finances. Taurus is in your 4th. Sag was in your 11th. But yeah, it could be romantic, familial, business, friendship, any sort of ship, if you want to say, is being put in question here. Are you getting what you're giving, or are you giving what you're receiving in equal amounts? At this point, I feel it's you giving and not receiving the equal back. It's not a 50-50 thing. Okay, let's keep going and see. Okay, we've got a moon phase. Waning gibbous. So this is directly after the full moon, see, because the full moon's happened. This is a 3-day window after the full moon. The full moon's on the 24th. So we're talking 24th to 27th, 28th, this time frame. Might want to keep that in mind. And the other thing is, because it's also a partial eclipse, the other thing is, along with whether it's a regular full moon or a partial eclipse, which is more powerful anyway, and you've got 3 freaking asteroids, 3 very powerful asteroids actually, that are asking you to speak up and stand up for yourself. Weigh up the pros and cons. What do you want in life? Are you putting yourself in the equation, or are you always the one taking a step back and making everyone else happy while you get drained. And I think this is what needs to be cleared up. Because again, see, this deck has the eclipse cards. So again, we've got, even though the eclipses, we're in the doorway now, you didn't get eclipse cards, see? You got a full moon card. So it's sort of saying this is something that isn't needing to be a difficult thing for you. I really feel like you need to jump into a whole bounty of self-worth, a pool of self-worth. Dive deep into a pool of self-worth. I think that's what's needed here. Community. Freedom within the community. Well, it could be that too. See, this is the thing. Relationships, like I said, doesn't have to be romantic. This is saying community. 11th house is about community, right? And it's covered by the sign of Sag, which should be easygoing. Is it easygoing for you within your communities? Whether that's a community can be a work community, like staff. I want to say, what else? What's a better word than that? People you work with. It can be technically a community because you all get to know each other. And, you often become friendly in some form. But how's that working in terms of the work itself, perhaps? The job? Are others giving and receiving in equal amounts? Or are you taking on too much responsibility? See, Mars is pushing. See, Mars is strong, and Mars isn't retrograde yet either. He's retrograding in the second half of the year. So he's not even in pre-shadow either. So he's still direct. Again, because if this came up and Mars was in retrograde, it'd be a really frustrating energy, and you probably would have got an eclipse card because it would have been heavy energy. He's not in retro at all. He's still direct. So he's giving his power to move forward, and he's right next to Lilith. So it's sort of like Lilith, like I said, she doesn't take prisoners. She will speak up for herself. She does not want to conform. She does not want someone telling her what to do or putting a yoke over her. Sorry, guys. Putting a yoke on her. I think they're called yokes, those things that you can, or some people have put on cows before. I don't know if they still do things like that. But the thing that they put on the cow's neck or whatever, I think it's called a yoke. Anyway, the things that will hold someone down. Lilith won't accept that, and neither should you. Weigh up the pros and cons of what's going on, and decide if you're getting equal measure of giving and receiving, if you're the one that's not fully, and if you're the only one giving, then that's unbalanced. You need to have the balance. And Juno's asking you to question, is that happening for you? If not, jump into Lilith, speak up for yourself, and say, hey, conditions, maybe work conditions, I don't know, we'll see. 9th house. Okay, so, okay. Libra energies still doesn't mean it's romantic. It could be. Again, you need to stand up for yourself still. Especially romantic relationships, any relationship. It takes at least 2 people in a relationship, right? You're relating to someone else, which means it's not just that one person that it's about. It's you and that one person, which means equal measure, which means you're just as important as the other person. Broadening your horizons either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. Your 9th house is in Libra, so it's relating. Friends and expansion and travel. Okay, what else have we got? Venus, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. And now Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus and Libra. Libra's covering your 9th house. Taurus, money and self-worth, I usually break it down as, but it's about values as well. What do you value? If there's certain friendships or whatever ships, if you value them, is there equal give and receiving? You do not have to be afraid to speak up for yourself and get what, what you get what you're giving, get equal, have equality within the relationship, equality in the experience of the relationship. That's the whole point of it. A lot of us can go into relationships and lose ourselves by trying to please the other one. In a way, it's not bad to want to do that, but it is bad to lose ourselves and forget about our own needs, and no longer, because what we're doing there is we're just I want to say mollycoddling or something like that. We're really, totally looking after the other, but we're pulling away from ourselves. So we're no longer part of the relationship at all. We're just a slave to it in that sense. We don't want to be like that. The 8th house, shared resources. It can be also about sex. And it's debts, credit cards, bank accounts, what you share with others, even government payments can come into it because it's sharing with something else or someone else or, and this is in the middle here. So this transformational area of your life is about shared resources, like I said, and intense emotions. Yeah. And there's a lot of intensity here. But I think the intensity here is trying to nudge you towards clearing the way for yourself so that if you choose to go into a relationship again, you are making sure that you feel full, that you feel like you're just as important as anyone else. You're not being arrogant here, but at the same time, don't let anyone else be arrogant. Equal give and take. It's not a bad thing to expect that from others, that they will give equally, give and receive from you like you do from them. Find the balance. The Libra is all about balance, see, and Libra's covering your 9th. Pisces, the energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. Where's your Pisces? In the 2nd house, money and self-worth, the Taurus house. Here comes Taurus again. Taurus sign, Taurus house. Pisces is covering your Taurus house. Now look, see, this is almost half the deck here. So let's keep going. 8th house again, intimacy. Well, like I said, it is about sex. So, among other things. Are you getting what you're giving intimately, or is there a bit of a block there? I mean, if it's not in that way, it could be just emotionally intimate, It could be platonic, but emotionally intimate. Sometimes being able to open up to a friend about, our feelings or whatever. I mean, it's not a weakness to talk about feelings. We've all got masculine and feminine energies, no matter what gender we are. Yeah. But if you've got a friend that will talk about whatever they want to talk about, but when you go to try and talk about how you feel about something that they're just never interested, or the subject gets quickly changed or something, that's not really a friend. They're not really being supportive. And there you go with weighing up the pros and cons. And do you want to be in that relationship? See, that's the sort of thing. It doesn't have to be romantic, sexual, whatever. It can be a friendship or a business partnership or even familial, like family. It can be anything, even the groups like we started with. 5th house, passion. Bring the passion back in a good way, because 8th house Scorpio energy can be intense. Did I say what sign was in? Virgo's in your 8th. So there's the intensity along with the duty service, health duty service to others. Wow, okay. Again, it's showing me that perhaps you've been giving a lot more than what you're receiving. And this needs to change. You need to jump into that full moon energy. See, and this is, like I said, the few days after. So the 24th to 27th, 28th. And Lilith, Pallas, and Juno want to help you. So, you know, open up to their energies to help you, along with Mars. I mean, it might sound silly, but literally you can ask the universe, God, Spirit, whoever you believe in, you can ask them to help you get the energies help you work with the energies of these asteroids and Mars in a productive way that's going to help you out, along with the moon phases. Ascendant outlook, yes, see, that's your rising sign. Have a new outlook on life, I think, is what's needed. By not constantly giving and getting nothing back. Damn. Moon, feelings. And that's right next to your ascendant. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so it is not a weakness to consider your feelings. We can't be drones constantly just on for everyone else and not fill our cup. And I think this is where you need to fill your cup. You need to stand up and speak up for yourself about what you want from a relationship, or what you may not be so willing to put up with anymore, because Lilith wouldn't, so why should you? Juno and Pallas wouldn't either, really. These are very powerful energies that are wanting to support you here. Look, sun, being. And the sun can shine on you again, see? Virgo, the alchemist. So we've got Virgo back again. 8th house, remember? 8th house twice, Virgo. Virgo just the once for the moment, I think so. Yeah. Quincunx, complexity. Well, we get that, yes. It's a complex issue. Relationships always are. But you will feel more freedom by clearing the way and putting yourself back in the equation, whether you want to get in a relationship or not. And you can choose that. You have the right to say, hey, I'm not going to be in a relationship for a while. I'm going to take time for myself and enjoy, you know, bring back the passion of what I like to do, and the enjoyments and the luxuries that I want to enjoy for myself, you know. The sun is the ruling planet of Leo, and Leo is the 5th house themes, see? I mean, your 5th house isn't in Leo, it's in Gemini, communication, see? But you're communicating Leo themes, see? Well, that's what you would help for you to do, communicate Leo themes for yourself. The sun's going to shine on you. You can alchemize these 8th house energies, as complex as they are. This is an aspect which obviously it's complex. It's one of the difficult aspects, but I think you've been through a bit of difficulty for a while. I have a feeling you had this sort of thing happen a while back too. We have our ups and downs, no matter what signs we are. Pisces, the mystic, well, here we go again. Pisces has come through twice, and that's your 2nd house, money and self-worth. Well, I love, yeah, values, but valuing yourself as well. Yeah, valuing yourself. You are on this planet too, and you know, I remember saying recently to someone, because I can't remember the actual time frame, but I know it's at least thousands of years before things will line up to have exactly this same birth chart for ourselves again, which obviously we won't be here at that time. But, you know, it's something like that. It's a massive amount of time before there's the possibility of that your particular chart coming back around to have things in the same places, kind of thing. I remember reading it somewhere a while back, and I can't remember the time frame, but it's a really long time. So the reason I'm saying that is that our charts, we are all, what's the word for it? I can't think of the word. We're all, we're not carbon copies, right? We're all, well, individuals, but there's another word I'm trying to say. Where it's, Spirit, help out here. Come on, what's the word I'm looking for? Rare. Yeah, thanks, guys. We're rare. Our birth charts are rare. Like I said, it'll be at least thousands of years before your chart will come back around. So there's someone else that will be having the same chart in a different time frame with different things going on, even. So this is your one chance, your rare chance to be you and put yourself first. Enjoy life. Enjoy the luxuries of life on your own if you choose. And if you have a relationship, look into the give and receive side of things. And don't be afraid to speak up and say, hang on a minute, how about we try this, you know, to make sure that it's a 50-50 balance reciprocation deal. Because you are part of the equation too. You are 50% of the equation. You are not 2% and the other person 98%. No. You don't need to be living for someone else or babying someone else, even if you want to put it that way, because technically if you're just constantly trying to please someone else and putting yourself last or not at all, then you pretty much are babying that person and not letting them be responsible for their own life. You know what I mean? So by pulling back perhaps is what you need to bring in that 50-50% thing. Sometimes people need to make mistakes in order to learn from them. And they can't ever learn if you're constantly looking after them, kind of thing, when they really need to learn and grow from the experience of making the mistake. That needed to come out for some reason. Let's keep going. Trine, flow. Now see, you had a difficult aspect and we understood why. Now see, look, you've got trine flow. So there's easy go, easy flow. This doesn't have to be, like I said from the start of it, even with the powerful energies, this doesn't have to be a difficult thing because you didn't get the actual eclipse cards, which could have come through in this deck, and they didn't. Capricorn, the boss. Yes, be the boss. This is your 12th house, which 12th house in the negative, Pisces house, can bring self-sabotage, see? But you need to jump in and be the boss because Capricorn covers your 12th house. All right, so you be the boss of your own life and make it work in the way you want it to. I don't want to cover Venus, see? So I'm sort of trying to, yeah, I'll just, I don't know what. Yeah, be the boss. Bring in that self-love. And by having that self-love, you're going to be radiating that out, right? Which will show others and teach others by default without you saying a thing. Teach others by default to do the same for themselves and and show respect to you, which you rightly deserve, you know. Balanced reciprocation. If you're giving respect, are you getting respect? Leo, the lover. Passion. See, Leo's come in now. 5th house and the sign. Where's Leo? Leo's 7th house, yeah. Here we go with the Libra again. So we had Libra here. And so Leo's covering the Libra house. Yeah, because that's your descendant. So yes, bring in the fun again. See the passion. Bring it. What did I say when the 5th house came in? Bring that passion back. That's Leo energy. And this is the Leo sign. And that's your descendant. And as I say in most readings, if it comes up, if the descendant comes up, it is through our life, right? No matter what signs we are, our ascendant is always, by the way, our ascendant rising sign is always far left. Our descendant is far right in the 7th house. Leo is in your 7th, right? Because Leo is the opposite of Aquarius. That is your rising sign, Aquarius, and Leo is your descendant. Through our lifetime, no matter what sign we are, we're needing to find the balance between the two signs. We've got to kind of find the way to amalgamate the both of them in a healthy way. And I think you need to bring in more fun in your life. Put your Aquarius first, you know. Yes, be part of the group, but also make sure you're having fun in the process, not working for 10th house, Capricorn themes now, see? Reputation. Right? By you, see, this is the thing, because if you're worried about your reputation, for instance, by changing things up, right, which Lilith wants you to do something chronic, I might just pull this down here, I think, actually, because I want Lilith and Mars to be on show, because I think that's mainly what's going on here. See, reputation, I think what will happen by you finding that balance between your ascendant rising sign of Aquarius and bringing in the descendant Leo into the fold, you know, bringing that fun, romance, even if it's not in a relationship, romance yourself, I want to say, yeah. Take yourself out on a date, you know. Make time for yourself so you can enjoy things, you know, the luxuries, Venus luxuries and fun and enjoyments of life, whether or not you're with someone or not, you know. And by you showing yourself that self-care, romancing yourself, whatever it is you feel you need to do that brings you joy and fun and helps you feel fulfilled, fills your cup, that is going to radiate out, and your reputation will be seen as someone that's more Leo-like, because Leo's the one that's the stereotype of the Leo sign is that they are on stage, you know, they walk in a room, everyone turns their head kind of thing. You need to bring in that energy to mix with your rising sign so that when people see you, they see, hey, that's a boss, right? Rather than, you know, oh, let me just be peaceful and quiet and just give of myself completely to everyone and have nothing left for me. No, you will have a better reputation by jumping into this self-care. Yeah, like I said at the start, diving deep into self-worth. I think this is what's going on here, guys. Sagittarius, the Voyager. There we go, the Sag house, and now we've got the Sag sign. And that's 11th house, which we started on. Taking that voyage. Taking the voyage into being the boss of your own life. Someone else got something similar to this, you know, taking lead in their life. Don't remember what sign that was, but anyway. Taurus, the bombshell. Yeah, be the bombshell. See, we all have all of the signs in our chart, because a lot of the time people confuse things and think that the only signs they need to look for are the ones that have activity within that particular house. You know, there's the house section. But even empty houses with absolutely nothing in them still are important. So whether or not you've got activity in a house or not, the activity being conjunctions or planet activity or asteroids or nodes, whatever. If the house is completely empty, it still is important. So for instance, let's say Taurus, right? Taurus is in your fourth. Say there's your fourth house is completely empty. It may not be, but just let's, for instance, say your fourth house was completely empty. The sign that covers it, so it's a Cancerian theme, right? The sign that covers it is Taurus, right? So you would be dealing with family type of themes, right? As if you were a Taurus, regardless of whether there's activity in that house or not. So every single house with a sign that covers, whatever sign that covers whatever house, it still matters whether it's completely empty or whether it's got activity. Okay? Yeah, but so you would probably be wanting to go out on and eat at, you know, restaurants or whatever with your family, or those who feel like family. For instance, you might want to bring luxury items into the family. You might sort of have some sort of business that's family oriented in some way. You know, work from home, bringing money into the family unit. See, that's the sort of thing that can happen regardless of whether there's activity within that house or not. If it was completely empty, that would still apply. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know why I needed to say that, but anyway, second house, again, the Taurus house. So now we've got the Taurus sign and the Taurus house. You're getting a few double ups here, the houses and the signs coming through that would be that house theme. So you've got the house sign, the sign there, and the house theme is the Taurus. You know, second house is the Taurus themes, which happens to be in Pisces. See, this was Pisces. You've got Pisces twice as well. Assets, see? Assets. Which, again, is 8th house. Shared resources. So stand up for those, for what shared resources you have. Stand up for your needs within that. Especially if there's resources and, you know, luxury items and whatever that you want to get, perhaps, or that you have. There's easy flow energy. I mean, resources and assets doesn't necessarily mean money. It can mean anything, you know, that you share with someone else, with this 8th house coming through. But yeah, I think it's the bottom line is speaking up for yourself and including you in whatever dynamic this is to clear the way and make it work better. And remember that you are 50% of it, not 2% or something like that, or 1%. You are 50% of the equation. Never forget that in any relationship. Okay, these might have reversals. Well, they only got a couple, but we'll walk through it and see. Okay. Ceres is also an asteroid, and it says nurture. I think I don't need to explain this, that it's in reverse. Who hasn't been nurturing themselves? You. Get that Leo energy. Mix it with your rising sign. Be the boss. Get that boss energy. Boss up and turn this sucker around so that it's nurturing. You're getting that nurturance. You're getting that 50-50 balanced reciprocation. And if you're not, you have the power and the right to say, hey, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Bang. Relationships end sometimes. Doesn't have to be a bad thing. In fact, it's probably a good thing if you're letting go of trying to always be there for someone else when they need to learn their own mistakes, and you're kind of stopping them from that. You know, if you look at it that way, by trying to save them, you might be stopping them from learning a valuable lesson. You know? Cancer, immerse. Well, this is upright, so yeah, immerse yourself in the trine energy of self-worth and nurturance. I turned that around because I think you're going to do this, because it has been in reverse, but you can change that. See, and that's why I turned it around and left it that way. Ooh, again, Libra, balance. There's been an imbalance, obviously. It makes, you know, that goes without saying. There's been an imbalance, and the same with this series nurture. Once you jump into the nurturance, self-nurturance that is, don't be worried about anyone else. Nurture yourself, speak up for your needs, and jump in. And that's why I've turned it around again, because I think you will find balance and have that expansion and growth, you know. That's in your, no, ninth. Where's ninth? Ninth is in Libra, yeah, I was right. Because for a second I was like, oh, hang on, because I've got to try and remember them all. Okay, so now we've got some numerology cards. Let's see what's jumped in. Teaching and learning. See, and this is the thing with relationships. Whether good or bad, they teach us something, and in turn, we teach others something as well. There's also the negative side of whatever we allow ourselves to put up with. We are then teaching the other one that that's okay to treat us that way. What we need to do is boss up and say, hey, I don't want that treatment. Lilith wouldn't accept it, and Mars is right there going, bring Lilith into the Lilith wants to help you really powerfully. With Mars right next to her, she's saying, come on, we can do this. Boom, plow forward, you know. The Aries sign is me, and that's, yeah. I don't think we got Aries, but I think that's another fire sign you need to sort of, Aries is the third for you. It's in the third house. I don't think we got third house communication, did we? No. I don't think we got third house, but yeah, I'm just feeling that there's a need for that as well. You know, the Aries, because Aries is ruled by the planet Mars. See, so there's that powerful push forward. Push yourself forward. Don't be afraid to do this, because you need these upright. Remember, they weren't upright, but you can make them upright. Clear the way and speak up for yourself about your needs and wants within any relationship, whatever that may be, and about any assets, perhaps if there's any question there in any way, or even like shared income, like even if you share rental with someone, you know, that's a shared resource, isn't it? Because you're both paying a certain percentage of rent. Is that being a 50-50 thing? Is it being, you know, fair? Speak up and speak out. Weigh up the pros and cons. Palace, do you want to be in this situation? Lilith saying you have the right to choose what, what's the word for it? I can't think of the word. Come on, Spirit, what, like, not environment, what sort of criteria? Not really. What sort of I can't think of the word, like what sort of things in the situation pretty much that you want, what sort of no, I can't, it's gone, I can't think of it. It might come through. But teaching and learning, by bossing up, you're now teaching and getting people to now learn how to treat the real you rather than the one that's been in a shell, just showing the shell of you. You've been hiding the rest of you. You've just been living as a shell, I think, perhaps. Time to get out of that shell, dear. Okay, so we've got purple, which is a cure for feng shui, a feng shui cure for money. So you can get better money health, you know. The 8th house, finances, assets, 2nd house. They're both money houses, see, 8th and 2nd. The 2nd house is the easiest money house, though, the easier one. This one's more intense. Okay, so we've got heart chakra here, which is, well, it's relationships, compassion, emotional balance, which again, with self-worth, you will be emotionally balanced. Be the boss up and bring in more Leo, and be the one that walks into a room and people go, hey, there's that, you know, there's that Aquarius riser, aren't they amazing? You know, they're so cool. Whatever, I don't know, whatever works for you. 5 is freedom. 7 is the mind and creativity, and I think 7 is a lucky number on its own anyway. 5 and 7 comes to 3, which again comes in with communication, because with any relationship relating in any way needs communication anyway, you know, and good communication, and looking after yourself and your self-worth, building that up, then you will find communication easier, because it will be more genuine, because you'll be more genuine towards yourself, so you will bring in more genuine relationships of all sorts and don't put up with crap anymore. That's Lilith wouldn't, and why should you? So 3, communication, action, activity, youth, vitality, that sort of thing. We'll put it there. 1, new beginnings. Yes, see, by delving into this, clearing it out, you will have new beginnings. Yay. And that's the root chakra, the base chakra, right? It's grounding, stability, security, and material security. Even with your physical body, you know, the vitality, which number 1 is. Emotional vitality and personal power. See, personal power with new beginnings. Start to look after your self-worth. 99, compassion, yes. And see, I always think with, because we've got big beginnings and big endings with number 9, right? And I always think with, and I again think that master numbers go right to the number 99 anyway. Not everyone does, but I do. I don't see why it should be chopped off after the first couple. That doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, anyway, when I see a master number, I feel like it often involves more than one person, and we've pretty much been talking about how you've been treated by another or others. You know, so it's involving you and someone else. I don't want to hide those because I sort of, yeah, I'll put that there. Running out of spaces. Okay, so compassion towards yourself. I want to say that first and foremost. I think this is a self-worth reading, quite frankly. Creativity. You can tap into your creativity once you feel better about yourself, and the creativity is another Leo thing. See, you've got 5th house and Leo, right? So you've got Leo in your Libra house, the 7th house, your descendant, asking you to mix your ascendant with your descendant. Then you've got 5th house Leo themes here, which is saying communicate the Leo themes, the Leo sign. Communicate, because Gemini's covering your Leo house, see? Communicate the Leo themes. And this is communication, the number of communication, youth, action, activity. And yellow is the solar plexus, personal power, ambition, self-worth. See? It's all coming in. Personal growth. See, again, we already covered the purple being a feng shui cure. So for money, so we've got purple quite a bit as well. So money can come in when that self-worth does. That's the crazy thing about it. If we feel crap about ourselves, our money doesn't generally go that well, you know. When we feel better about ourselves, money seems to come in quite easily, you know. Abundance, yay, yes. And look, this is a heart chakra colour, and green's heart chakra, so you've got both the heart chakra colours anyway. Wow. Yeah. And look, 1-8 is money and stability. You've got double again, so this can bring in money for yourself and others as a result of you bossing up and jumping into a Leo energy, bossing up and jumping into knowing your worth. Because look at her, she's not looking like she's scared and hiding herself away. She's there going, here I am, you know, and there's the lion roaring. Hear me roar. I'm having a great time here, you know, and so should you. 2 8s is a 7, mind and creativity again. And as I said, 7 I feel is a lucky number, and you've got 777 there. Okay, so now we've got quite a few abundance messages for you guys as well. So let's jump into those and see what they say. You know, possessing fabulous wealth creates a lot of responsibilities, enormous responsibilities, huge, something to think about, really. Like for 5 minutes a day in a dark and quiet room, see yourself being really, really responsible with fabulous wealth. I think you're up to it, the universe. And here again, my throat's going, so the communicating, see, I think I need to bring that out actually. 5th house and Leo. Wait, see, go on that merry-go-round ride, the healthy way, you know. I think I want to put it there because I think it needs to be on show. You know, have fun with life. I don't know, hopefully you can see it there. I hope so anyway. But yeah. Every fortune, gold medal and trophy, every comeback, triumph and celebration, and every kiss, hug and hand held was first a thought, a whisper or a dream. Go, the universe. Yes. Go and get your abundance. By bossing up and jumping into your self-worth. Did I show that? No, I don't think I did. Maybe I did. Well, anyway, here it is. Do you know the real reason the rich keep getting richer? No, besides interest income. No, besides me pulling strings for them. Right, the thoughts they think. Thoughts anyone can think that make those other things happen. Yank the universe, exactly. Time to think big and think prosperous. Personal growth will have abundance for you. It will grow abundance for you. So I want to, hopefully that it's picking it up and all that. Aurora. Not having enough money is never the problem, it seems. First, lack is always temporary. Second, change is only ever a few thoughts away. And third, it's not like you haven't performed miracles before. Honey, honey, the universe, exactly. You can perform miracles. Believe in yourself. I keep turning them without showing the picture, sorry. I'm sorry, but concerning your dream job, did you want a salary, royalties, commission, or all three? How many weeks vacation are you expecting? Are you willing to share the New York apartment? Oh, and should your London assistant speak French, or will your French be sufficient by then? Helps to be really clear, n'est-ce pas, the universe. Be clear on what you want from life. Then the universe can provide exactly what you're wanting. If it was just about surviving, getting by and keeping things the way they are, then how would you explain your wild imagination? If it was just about sacrifice, selflessness and altruism, then how would you explain your burning desires? And if it was just about thinking, reflection and spiritual stuff, then how would you explain the physical world? Get the picture? Want it all? That's what it's there for. Vroom, vroom, the universe. Start your engines, friends. I want to say, where are we putting you? Here, maybe? There's more, so I've got to find a space for all these. The trick with spending money lies in knowing with every fibre of your being that it will return, and so it must, as if on wings, the universe. So don't be afraid to spend money, because spending will bring in, is it off camera or not? Spending will bring in more, strangely enough. I mean, you're not having to spend your whole budget. Just spend a bit, but make sure the money is continuously flowing, because then it will flow back to you. That's the whole point, just like water. If it's stagnant, it's going to turn horrible. But if it's continually flowing, it's continually moving, and staying fresh. Something wonderful is happening for you right now. From me, the universe. Bam, there we go. Ooh, I like this card. Let the status symbols you seek most be self-made adventures that excite you at dawn, challenge you by day, and surprise you by night. Self-made being the operative word. Creatorhood rocks the universe. So yeah, maybe there's something you need to jump into and get that courage and have that self-made, be a creator of something, Have that courage, step into being the boss and showing yourself and what you've got to offer to the world. See, we've got new beginnings coming in here, see? That's not showing it that well. This will. I want to put it here, actually. I think I'll put it right in the middle there. New beginnings are coming in for you. Remember that. Yeah. Okay, so the guardian angels, what do they want to say? Inspiration. A wave of inspiration and a stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura. Creatorhood, see? Here you come. Once you've got your courage back. Yeah, the courage of the Leo lion. See? Once you've got your self-worth in check, you can go, hey, maybe I can create something. Maybe I can make a platform for myself or something like that. Show yourself to the world, like a Leo would. We've all got Leo in our chart. It is important that you trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come to your mind and do not discount your imagination. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity were initially scoffed at or ridiculed. Don't you be worrying about that. We, your guardian angels, because Lilith doesn't want you worrying about that at all. We, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest new realities for your life. New beginnings, new realities manifesting for your life. Bam. Rainbow. You are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits. Yeah, a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. I want to say that again because I ballsed it up. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. There's a pot of gold for you. You better go and grab it. Lilith wants you to grab that pot of gold. There you go. Step into the Leo. Encouragement in your chart, the Leo in your chart. Encouragement. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you. See, so 50%. What did I say? Not 1 or 2%, 50 and no less. Even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others, trust, for it does. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love, and love always generates more love. Trust and continue your loving work. And I want to add to that as well, because what we were saying with the thinking, see yourself being fabulously wealthy, you know, and the spending thing as well. Spend money, it will come back to you tenfold. See, that sort of thing. Because, yeah. Intuition. Trust your intuition and know that what seems logical may not necessarily be right. The answer to your question lies inside your heart. Endless possibilities exist for you. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. We, your angels, will guide you. Trust your feelings. What feels right is right. There you go. It's kind of hodgepodge all over the place, but nonetheless. Forgiveness. Holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward. Yes, sabotage. See? You're sabotaging yourself by... that's hiding that, so I think I want to move that to there. Yeah, because I want you to be the boss and bring out the Leo in your chart. Holding on to a past hurt is preventing you from moving forward and achieving your heart's desires. Let it go. Forgiveness does not mean that you condone another's actions. It simply means that you are no longer willing to be a perpetual victim to a particular person or event. Blame is a waste of your precious energy. Bless and surrender the past, for in doing so you will reclaim the joy of life. Joy. Fifth house, joy. Where was fifth house? There. Yeah, I moved it. That's why I was confused for a minute there. Intimacy will be much easier too once you step into your personal power and self-worth and take care of yourself and have enjoyments just for you. Literally just for you. Be selfish. Even if it's just for a short time here and there. Make that time for yourself and only you. You know? Self-care is not selfish. And sometimes being selfish isn't selfish. You know, if you're not being arrogant and hurting anyone, that's not being selfish. If you're just saying, hey, I'm taking time for myself to enjoy something on my own, to fill my cup, whatever, that's not selfish. That's a healthy selfish, if it makes sense. Patience. Patience is required at the moment. You may feel that things are not moving as fast as you would like, yet there is a lot going on energetically. The current situation causing concern is evolving positively. Let go and have patience. You will eventually realize that this whole event was in fact a blessing. All is perfect as it is. Trust you are eternally loved and guided. Yeah. You're guided by the universe or whoever you believe in. God, the universe, spirit, whatever your belief system is, it's guiding you. They, it, him, whatever is guiding you. Yeah. Once you get your self-worth sorted out and you stand up for yourself and don't take crap, don't take crumbs in any sort of relationship whatsoever. Don't accept only crumbs, because then you're only making your importance 1 or 2% or even less than that, you know. No, it has to be 50% and no less. Okay, what have we got here? Self-criticism. We, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you are less than perfect. Remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things. God doesn't necessarily mean the organized religion God. You know, it can be the God within you, you know, or a God that you believe in if you, you know, if you're religiously inclined. But either way, stop the criticism. Jump into your self-worth. Clear that away. Your self-worth is so important, and it will, by taking that time to selfishly build up your self-worth, it's going to radiate in a positive, helpful way for others, which in turn, like I said, where was it here? Teaching and learning. You will teach others the right way to treat you instead of them thinking that the way to treat you is to just, you know, be crap to you. No, not anymore. Personal growth, creativity, be creative, allow the creative energy of Leo to come in and allow your personal growth to shine through. It is time, Aquarius risers, because it's going to not only help you, but it's going to help others, and people will treat you better, and you will have better relationships with others, which they will also have better relationships with you and others as well. It's a knock-on effect. See? Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it there. I think some of them are out of the camera, but sorry about that. And this is in the light, I think. Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. And, yeah, I wish you all the best of luck with putting yourself first, because that is absolutely utmost importance. Abundance is coming. Once you jump into your self-worth, clear away any relationships that are not building you up. If they're pulling you down, get out, you know. I mean, it's not that I condone breaking up with people, friendships or romantic partnerships or whatever, but if it's dragging you down and it's not building you up and it's not a balanced reciprocation thing, let it go. Full moon energy. Best time to do it now because of the partial eclipse energy as well. Lilith is here to support you and build up your personal power and strength. You can do this. Pallas wants you to weigh up the pros and cons about what situation you're in. Juno wants you to consider if you're getting what you're giving and if you want to be in a relationship. I know I've reiterated enough times. Mars is giving that fiery energy that Lilith already has. So Mars is firing Lilith up even more to say, hey, don't put up with crap. Don't accept only crumbs. You must have no less than 50% in any relationship, okay? Be the boss. Step into your Leo power. Everyone's got Leo in their chart. Jump into yours, all right? Be the Leo. Don't cower, okay? Be strong and powerful like the Aquarius riser that you're supposed to be by balancing your Aquarius with your Leo. Because it's all going to work out for your highest good. Abundance will come from there. New beginnings are on the way. Inspiration, creative ideas, opportunities, everything's coming in once you step into your power. Okay, on that note, I'm going to leave it there and wish you all the best of luck with the rest of March and onwards. And until next time, bye for now.